I'm going to be giving myself 100 days to complete my goals in Minecraft Pokemon as a gym leader on the server Poke Oasis. In this server you choose 2 starter Pokemon, so I went with a Dratini but shiny and a Froakie, and decided I'd have a look around the server. There's like daily rewards you can get, it's like quests and whatnot, and then there's like these crates as well, which we'll come back to these in a bit because I use these quite often. I decided to randomly teleport and realized that my skin ain't really cutting it. I need like a more Pokemon skin, so I switched up, and I'm looking pretty good. I think I look good. I found this little girl who I decided I just wanted to beat her up, and Trini did take a bit of an L, but Froakie managed to clutch up, and we killed a child, which I felt absolutely over the moon about. There was also this green, like a grass type called Chikorita, which I really wanted in the squad. It'd like complete the fire, water type thing going on, but these Chikorita just wouldn't get in the ball. I was so annoyed, I just gave up. Found Nurse Joy, who got robbed, and the chest was just filled with dirt. When I was like breaking grass, I realized that there's like this level system. I'm not sure how important it is, but it exists. And I found this place which actually wasn't claimed, so I claimed it straight away because best believe I'm building. And I set my home here, and there's like this little Pokeball looking thing. Actually, it was just a nice building overall. On the server you can find like these like small things, like there's this glittery thing, like XP, which is insane. It like gives XP to all my Pokemon, so it saved me a lot of time. I made a bucket and decided I'd get rid of all the grass around the area, and it took a tiny bit, but it was relatively quick. I made a path from the building we just took. While I was looking at the crates, I accidentally right-clicked it, so it started, giving me a reward, and I only got rare candy, and so I gave 2 to Froakie, so I'd be able to like level out my Pokemon. Since every 10 levels in this, I'm gonna open a crate. So that just balanced it out for me. Though at spawn, there's a place where you can train like your EVs, I think, and it was so useful. So I could like fight Pokemons, and due to XP, every Pokemon in my squad would level up at the exact same time, and I was just like burning through levels. It felt amazing. And I left on level 20, which meant I got another crate. And this one was pretty legendary since I managed to get a legendary crate key from this miracle crate key. And I was hoping for like a Zekrom or a Reshiram, since I actually know who those legendaries are, so I'm pretty old. And I got a Guzzlord, which I didn't actually know what the Pokemon was, and I didn't appreciate that because it tried to eat me, so I was a bit worried. But Guzzlord is a legend. Since due to the XP all again, when I killed like a level 50 Pokemon, my entire squad went heaps and bounds in levels, and it was just so good. I could skip so many levels so quickly. And due to Guzzlord being such a legend, Dratini and Frogadier started evolving at the exact same time, which meant Dratini turned into Dragonair, and Frogadier turned into Greninja, which is one of the coolest looking Pokemon in my opinion, just saying. But since they're both level 30 now, we got to open yet another crate, and this time we got like a Pokemon with 5 max IVs, and this Pokemon happened to be Rakidi. And this turns into Corviknight, so I was pretty buzzed about getting this Pokemon. I went and checked out the daily quests, and there was like 6 bug types and about 9 fight types. I asked where the bug types spawn. Apparently was in Safari, which is 10,000. I'm stinking poor, so I didn't get any money, so I just ended up going for the fight types instead. So I had to catch 9 fight types, which was so long since barely anything spawned. And then when I went back to check, it changed to 3. I spent so long getting 9, it changed to 3 for some reason. I checked the IVs of all the Pokemon I caught, and there was like a Wonder Trade thing, and so I Wonder Traded the one with the worst IVs, and I got a Wishy-Washy. So, yeah. Near the crates, there's like this like Pokestop place, and it just gives you like a question, and you have to fill it in. Luckily, I got an easy one, just took me a little bit to get. It gives you quite a lot, like Z crystals, proteins, all these gems, rare candies, calcium. I'm dumb, I don't know what this stuff does, but I think it's pretty good for what it is, so I couldn't complain. I went and grabbed my daily reward as well, and I think it's the only time I did this because I forgot every other day I played. So I spent some time at home, and I looked outside and realized that my friend Lewis was just riding this humongous whale called Wailord. I was jealous. I kind of wanted one, and luckily a whale mist spawned right on the ocean side of our place, and I caught it. But before it turned into Wailord, I had to go and just clear the entire area because I wanted to like build like a town type of thing with like a gym and etc. But we got to that in a bit. I made some more storage, and we filled this chest to the brim with our best stuff. Everything we owned went straight into that chest, and then I got back to getting more and more dirt, and this was such a long process, but eventually I got it done, and I think it paid off quite well. Here's our chest as well. I'm not sure how great it is, but if you want to have a look, here it is. After brutally murdering a swimmer in our oceans, Rukidi started evolving into a Corvisquire, which I didn't actually know was a Pokemon. I only knew Rukidi and Corviknight, so I decided to go and level up all my Pokemon at the same time using again Guzzler's just superior strength to almost every Pokemon he fought, and it was worthwhile because all my Pokemon started evolving and leveling up in time, and even Corvisquire, who only just evolved into Corviknight, which is what I wanted to see because Corviknight looks so cool. I ran out the tower because I realized that Dragonair and Greninja were above level 40, which meant I could open yet another mystical crate key, and I only got 150,000 Poké-Dollars, so I wasn't complaining. This was going to fund the gym, so I was pretty happy with this. My friend and I decided to look into like the breeding side of things, and we just don't understand it. If you understand breeding, if you could just let us know. It's very difficult, I just don't understand it. Though later on we did find this Pokemon, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I recognized the Pokemon, so I caught it. Basically any Pokemon I recognized, I catch. But more importantly, Whale Boy was about to turn into Whale Man, but it just didn't evolve. It just cancelled by itself, I don't know why. I tried like defeating another Pokemon, I tried to like give Whale Boy a rare candy, and nothing was working. I was so confused. It took a bit of peer pressure from Whale Lord from behind to turn Whalmere into a Whale Lord, and I just want to show you how massive Whale Lord is. Is so funny to me. So now we had two behemoths of like a fish just living at home, so couldn't go wrong. I ran back to the level tower to again just catch Whale Lord and the others up, and without even realizing, I realized that Dragonair and Greninja already made it to level 50, which meant we had yet another mystical crate key. And from this crate, I got like a gold bottle cap. I was beyond disappointed until I realized that this bottle cap can take any Pokemon and completely max its IVs, which I was buzzing about. But I accidentally opened another one, and I only got like a clear bell, which I don't know what this does. So I had to go back to the level tower to level up all my Pokemon to level 60, and in the process, Dragonair evolved into Dragonite. And what was like surprising to me was that Dragonite wasn't pink. I thought it'd be pink. It's like a lime green type of thing, and it's kind of small. So it was, to me, it was just one of the boys. So I love Dragonite in this, by the way. But I got back to fighting and decided I'd use Minshao instead, and Minshaw's actually pretty good. So then I realized I have, for some reason, another legendary crate key and a Megastone crate. So I decided I'd open these two, and from the Megastone crate key, I just got like a Scissorite, which I don't think I was ever going to use. From the legendary crate key, however, I got a Cobalion, which again is it's a legendary I recognize, so I was pretty happy with it. By the way, I could go on Dragonite's shoulders. Cobalion and Guzzle could never be. A daily quest involved me like picking apricorns and stuff, so I decided I'd buy some for the home and just make like a small farm and whatnot. And to be honest, it didn't look that ugly because the apricot stuff just looked pretty good. And while I was doing that, I went around to try and catch some toxic type Pokemon, since again that's for a daily quest, and it was unbearably long. I made close to no progress, and I wasted so many Pokeballs and a few Ultra Balls, so I was just really unhappy. The daily quest gave a rare crate key, so I opened that and I got 32 rare candy. So I just decided to give it to Whale Lord, since these Whale Lord's level 100 now. I then started spending like all my money on Blunks for the gym leader like building, so that was quite the dent in the bank account, but I think it was going to be worth it, at least I hope so. But I'm not confident in my building skills, but you can judge me on that later if you'd like. Out of nowhere, I got really interested in like just decorating like the town with these plushies of Pokemon. Specifically, I wanted a shiny Dragonite one, and I was trying to look to see how rare it was. Chances are it's going to be super rare. There's also a GTS or a global trade station where players can just sell things, so that's good to know. When I got back home, I started working on like the whereabouts where the gym leader place is going to be. And luckily it didn't take too long to do, but again, it was just a bit of a chore going through all these different shovels and whatnot. But eventually I managed to get my hands on a Sundred Dragonite, but it wasn't shiny. But then the owner actually blessed us with a shiny Dragonite, so I was so happy, and it looked so good. It looked so good, and I had a spare one as well. And to burn some time, we hit the casino. Because, I mean, one of us is old enough to go to the casino. So we went in, and this place is a bit spooky. It has like crates and stuff which you can win, and there's like, you can play blackjack, roulette, bingo, all games of which I stink at. So I was a bit iffy, but there was this Ditto crate, and I was kind of like thinking about using it for breeding if we ever did it. So I bought a Ditto crate key, hoping to get a Ditto with like really high IVs, and I got the worst one. When we got home, we realized that a Thunderous somehow spawned in the plains biome, which happened to be right outside our house. And my friend Lewis, who happens to usually gobble things up and take things for himself, let me have the legendary Pokemon. So I'm pretty buzzing about it. I grabbed a Master Ball, threw the Master Ball at Thunderous, And with no struggle at all, Thundurus was now part of the squad. And this exploded my catching level, which I guess makes sense because it's a legendary Pokemon. But apparently the IVs are really stinky because I started getting like Fs in the chat, so I got Thundurus kind of stink. Anywho, it took a tiny bit, but I was pretty happy with like the shape that I was going for. It wasn't going to be too big, but it was going to be big enough. And it slowly came along. I didn't like it at the start, but as like things got put on and on and on, it just started to look a lot better. I found the apricorns from earlier, and with that, had another rare crate key to open. And from this crate, I got a max mushroom, which I don't really know what it does. So in retaliation, I went to go kill some innocent poker trainers Pokemon. And doing so, again, just leveled up all my Pokemon to a really high level. But my interest was like solely just interested in Wailord's humongous size, just taking up the entire top floor of the level tower, which I just thought was so funny for some reason. It's not funny now I think about it, but I thought it was funny. After hitting level 70, I went to the mystical crate key and got another Pokemon with 5 max IVs, and this time I got a Elgium. I don't know what this Pokemon is. It's really small, but it has 86% IVs, so I can't really ignore its existence. But retaliation was needed, and I hit the level tower again just to go look at Wailord, to be honest with you. I just wanted to see him fight people. I just thought it was funny. In the process, one Pokemon leveled up yet again, Greninja learned some new moves, and again I was back at Mystical Crate Key because I was now level 80. And from the Mystical Crate Key, I actually got a Legendary Crate Key, which I was buzzing about, and it kind of went down straight away because I got a Cobline again, out of all things. I went back home, decided to try and like lay out the battle area, you know, like where the place where the Pokeball is, etc. Started building on that, and the idea was to like have it raised, and I was going to make the walls on the inside a different color from the outside, so it just felt different once you walked in. And it didn't look half bad. I'd do the top part because I thought a bit of color would be nice. Put some lights around the side, made the floor like a white, so it was kind of like grand when you came in. And decided I'd go with like concrete powder, so like a sandy look to it. And I think it really worked. I really liked it, but it looked kind of plain on the inside, which was the really big problem. So I thought trees would make this work, which, don't get me wrong, it did, but it was still kind of plain, and at this point I kind of just gave up. I didn't know what to do, but I put like a dome on it, and that just sealed the deal. It looked so good. This was like a Dragonite at the front. It just looked good. I was really proud of it, and yeah, it turned out really nicely. Like, I wouldn't say I'm good at building, but I was kind of proud of it. What do you think? Hit the level tower again and left with Dragonite and Greninja on level 90. So I opened yet another crate, opened something really good, and I got leftovers, which is kind of good. Basically, it just like lets your Pokemon heal every move. And yeah, I then went back to the towers, and Machop started evolving actually. I wasn't sure if I was going to use him in the main squad, but it was good to have, I guess. So I got a Machop, and to evolve him again, you need to like trade him, but I didn't really bother to since I didn't think I was going to use him at all. But eventually, both my starters are now level 100, which meant I could go back to get another crate, this final crate this time, and I got another gold bottle cap, so I was actually really happy about it. I went home and gave my first bottle cap to Dragonite, which meant now Dragonite was a shiny Dragonite, one of the boys, the face of the town, and had 100% max IVs, so Dragonite's kind of OP. My friend also lent me the flute to spawn Arceus, so I was pretty grateful about that. Basically, you gave it like a shrine, he'd like come up, he'd start fighting you, and luckily for me it was pretty simple since I already had some Master Balls from like kits and whatnot from the server, so I just threw a Master Ball in with no like resistance at all. Arceus was now part of the team, which made it our second core legendary Pokemon, so I was pretty happy about it. For completing all my goals, the star actually let me some cool keys, so like Sundered keys, one of the best keys in the server and things like that. So I got like a really cool looking squad. So basically Sundered is like Pokemon with cool textures because the server it has like its own resource pack, right? And it looks sick. Like, it looked really cool. I also got these custom texture crate keys, and so I had like different looking Pokemon. And this one that you're about to see, Mecha Mewtwo, dude. Mecha Mewtwo looks so cool. He looks like Frieza. It looks so cool. I love these Pokemon, by the way. Like, ones with different looks to them, like shiny and with different skins and whatnot, just look amazing. And the Mega Evolved versions of Mewtwo had like different looks to him as well, and this one here, I don't know what this one is, but it looks amazing. It looks so cool. And you get the ride on his shoulders, but I didn't have the Mega Stone thing for it, so I was so upset about it. And finally, I opened an Oasis crate key, and I got some decent stuff. I got tokens, I got different like texture crate keys, and I got like a Mega Stone crate key, I believe. and it was alright. I opened those up, but I was really happy with my squad. I felt like I could take on the worlds, so I hit the level tower again because I wanted to level up all my Pokemon. And I also found this boss Pokemon, which I did not beat. We had Galbite turn into a Garchomp, and a Sandra one as that as well, so it just looked cool. And I decided that I'd give my second bottle cap to Tropius, who was now our grass type. So the team was looking really good, and I felt really confident with the squad. I made some paths for the town, so everything would look good. Put some trees, put some grass, and I loved the place. And finally, I took on my friend who is a way better Pokemon player than I am, and I had so much confidence that I'd beat him. Yeah, I got smoked.